Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us today as we present our Foundation Friday series. In honor of March being Women's History Month, I found an article that I think fits right in with the theme of the month. This article is published in full at unity.org and was written by Reverend Kelly Isola. It's titled, Was Myrtle Fillmore a Feminist? We know Myrtle Fillmore was the co-founder of the Unity movement. I hope you enjoy this article. Both the feminist and New Thought movements share a foundational goal to transform suffering in our world. Feminism has a long history, and the women who fought for women's rights didn't always use the term feminist. There isn't one type of feminism, but many, each with its own focus and purpose. Every woman has a different worldview because of culture, ethnicity, country of origin, religious or spiritual affiliation, and language. Yet, regardless of the differences in how a woman identifies, the aim of feminism is and has always been transformation. The feminist movement in the United States began around the time of Myrtle's birth in 1845. She was born into a large conservative Methodist family, and from an early age, she was drawn to reading everything and anything, including books and topics considered strictly for boys. At the age of 21, she enrolled in Oberlin College in Ohio. Just a few years earlier, Oberlin had become the first college in the United States to admit women as well as men. In 1860, the president of the college explained, it's not good for a man or woman to be alone. Neither can be elevated without the other, and their responsibilities in the work of life, though different, are equal. In one of the books Myrtle treasured most, Letters and Social Aims by Ralph Waldo Emerson, she read this: They are not only wise themselves, they make us wise. No one can be a master in conversation who has not learned much from women. This was the consciousness Myrtle Fillmore brought forward into her adult years as a teacher, and later as she engaged in the feminist theology we now know as New Thought. New Thought is feminist. Most people may not realize that New Thought falls squarely in the camp of feminist theology. It is a movement found in several faith traditions, including Hinduism, neo-paganism, Judaism, earth-based religions, postmodern Christianity, just to name a few. Hallmarks of feminist theology include looking at practices, sacred texts, and traditions from a feminist perspective. This can include the role of female clergy, reinterpreting the male-dominated language and imagery of God, as well as studying women in various religious contexts, such as history and scripture. It also includes reevaluating women's roles and places in the family and society in regard to motherhood, careers, and caregiving. For thousands of years, our culture, religion, and spirituality have been dominated by masculine principles: control, protection, hard work, structure, and logic, just to name a few. That is all potentially good stuff. But neglecting the feminine values of rest, wholeness, communion, nurturing, connection, and appreciation, it creates a toxic and unhealthy flow. So, what is Myrtle's feminine voice? Some of her writings are quite Rumi-esque, full of mystery, seeking union between the beloved divine and longing to know she is part of all that is of God. Her focus is on Mother Earth and her children, as evidenced by her We Wisdom children's magazine. I hear feminine values in her replies to letters as she invites the person asking for help to put attention on healing, wholeness, feeling, receiving, and intuiting. The beauty of it all is that she doesn't lose the best of the healthy masculine. Myrtle is very clear about the steps of logic and affirmative prayer, asserting each person's agency, valuing reason and intellect, and caring for self. She does it with a feminist perspective. This includes inviting us to move beyond ourselves and to be in service for the greater good. So I think the answer to the question, was Myrtle a feminist, is yes, indeed she was, whether she called herself that or not. Again, that whole article is available for you at unity.org. You'll find so many beautiful, wonderful resources there for your journey in truth. Before we go, I'd like you to remember, you matter. You are sacred. And you are so, so very loved. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments, which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.